Honda HR-V. The 2026 Honda HR-V stretches its wheelbase for a wider stance and a floating roofline that lends it a confident, sculpted silhouette, while gloss black grille inserts and LED headlamps inspired by Acura wrap the front in upscale precision. Beneath the hood lives the familiar 2.0-liter VTEC four-cylinder pushing 158 horsepower and 138 pound-feet of torque through a smooth CVT, where front-wheel drive ships standard and an optional AWD package raises the tow bar by $1,500 yet still nails the 0 to 60 sprint in just under 10 seconds. Even with that extra traction, the HR-V sips fuel sensibly. Expect around 26 miles per gallon city and 32 highway up front, and 25-30 mpg once all four wheels lock in. While drive modes like Econ, Snow, and a sport setting that simulates gears in the CVT let you tailor performance to every twist of road. Slide inside and the 10-inch digital gauge cluster greets you with crisp graphics, flanked by a matching touchscreen running Google's new infotainment suite, complete with Assistant, Maps, and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. A discreet wireless charging pad sits just below, keeping your device powered without clutter, and soft-touch dash panels and door liners introduce an unexpectedly premium vibe. Upgrade to the EXL and rear passengers join the comfort party with heated leather seats, and when adventure calls, folding those seats flat unlocks nearly 55 cubic feet of cargo space, enough room for bikes, gear, or weekend luggage. On city streets, the HR-V feels nimble and composed, its tightened suspension absorbing bumps while the sport mode sharpens throttle response and steering weight. On winding country lanes, the wider track and street-tuned AWD system plant the SUV confidently through corners, letting you tackle hairpin turns without a hint of body roll. Honda will start rolling the 2026 HR-V into showrooms in early 2026. With base LX models kicking off near $26,000 and Sport and EXL trims with AWD landing in the low $30,000s. And although Honda hasn't confirmed it, whispers of a hybrid version hint that even greater efficiency could be headed our way by late 2026 or early 2027. In every detail, from its sleek exterior to its tech-forward interior, the new HR-V shows that Honda can still surprise us in the compact SUV arena. Number 2. Lexus RX. Slip behind the wheel of the 2026 Lexus RX 500hF Sport Performance and you immediately sense a bold new energy pulsing through every detail, from its taut, muscular hood lines to the stealthy quad exhaust outlets peeking out below the rear bumper. Press the push-button start and the turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder hums to life in harmony with twin electric motors, settling into a refined idle that hints at its 366 horsepower promise without ever shouting for attention. Twist into Sport Plus and the adaptive variable suspension firms up instantly while the rear-wheel steering tucks the tail end obediently into each corner, shrinking the RX girth to something far more agile than its 4,700-pound curved weight suggests. Even under hard braking, the 6-piston front calipers bite down with reassuring authority, letting you carry speed into corners with a confidence that invites you to press harder on the throttle out of the apex. Inside, the cabin feels like a refined cocoon, where Nulux leather and ultra-suede accents wrap around heavily bolstered F-Sport seats that cradle you without ever feeling restrictive. A 14-inch touchscreen springs to life with crisp graphics and physical knobs for volume and climate shortcuts, while a crystal-top drive mode dial and shift lever deliver satisfying tactile feedback at every touch. Pop open the power liftgate and nearly 47 cubic feet of cargo space greet you when the rear seats fold flat, easily swallowing golf bags or weekend luggage, while tie-down hooks and a 120-volt outlet keep your gear secure and powered. On the safety front, Lexus's latest radar-guided cruise control and lane tracing assist work seamlessly to ease fatigue in stop-and-go traffic, and blind spot monitoring and automatic emergency braking stand ready to intervene when you least expect it. With its intoxicating blend of hybrid efficiency, athletic agility, and unwavering luxury, the 2026 RX 500hF Sport Performance rewrites the rules for what a crossover can be, proving that serenity and exhilaration can coexist in perfect harmony. Number 3. Subaru Forester. The 2026 Subaru Forester arrives with an evolutionary yet unmistakably Subaru design. Its bold hexagonal grille flanked by sleek LED headlights that cut through dawn fog on forest trails or city streets with equal precision. Beneath that sculpted hood lies a refined hybrid powertrain that mates the trusty 2.5-liter boxer engine to electric motors, conjuring a combined 194 horsepower and whisper-quiet torque off the line, while delivering an estimated 35 mpg in mixed driving. Slide the Forester into drive and the symmetrical all-wheel drive system springs to life, distributing power seamlessly between wheels to tackle wet pavement, gravel roads, or light off-road tracks, all without losing the composed, confidence-inspiring feel that defines Subaru's DNA. Climb aboard and you're greeted by a cabin that balances rugged utility with modern sophistication, where woven fabric seats with bolstered side supports wrap occupants in comfort, and a fully digital 12.3-inch driver display presents navigation, hybrid energy flow, and safety alerts in crisp, customizable layouts. The center console hosts Subaru's upgraded Starlink multimedia system on a responsive touchscreen, complete with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Bluetooth paired over-the-air updates that keep your maps and software current without a trip to the dealer. On winding back roads, the Forester's chassis feels surprisingly agile for an SUV of its size, its suspension soaking up bumps while the hybrid's near-instant electric torque fills in low RPM gaps, making throttle response feel linear and eager whether you're merging onto the highway or navigating switchbacks. When you need to haul bikes, camping gear, or turf hognose snakes for your next adventure, the rear liftgate reveals over 35 cubic feet of cargo volume, and folding the rear seatbacks expands that space to an impressive 74 cubic feet, all accessible through a wide opening with a low-load floor. Subaru's EyeSight suite watches over every mile with adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, while available blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert add extra peace of mind in crowded parking lots. Number 4. Chevrolet Equinox. The 2026 Chevrolet Equinox greets you with a more sculpted face, its bold gloss black bowtie grille stretching between slimmer LED headlights that slice through dawn fog on suburban streets or winding back roads alike. Under the hood, Chevrolet carries over the 1.5-liter turbo four-cylinder, but pairs it with a brand new 8-speed automatic for the AWD models, sharpening throttle response and pushing torque to a healthy 203 pound-feet so that merging onto highways feels brisk and confidently controlled. Even the front-wheel drive Equinox, still mated to a CVT, delivers smooth acceleration and delivers an EPA-rated 26 miles per gallon combined, translating to roughly 380 miles of real-world range on a single tank. Slide inside and twin 11-inch displays dominate the dash. The left replaces a traditional gauge cluster with fully digital graphics that animate your selected drive mode, while the right hosts Chevrolet's latest Infotainment 3 system complete with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and integrated Google built-in for seamless voice-activated navigation and music streaming. Beneath those screens, a row of physical knobs keeps climate and volume controls a fingertip away, solving the frustration of pinch-and-scroll menus. The RS trim's Evitech seats cradle you in contrast-stitched upholstery and clever storage solutions, like a hidden cubby beneath the cargo floor and a pass-through center console bin. Mean gear and gadgets stay organized whether you're hauling groceries or camping gear. On the road, the Equinox feels neatly balanced between comfort and composure as independent suspension soaks up potholes and cracks without allowing body roll to wander into cornering precision. Steering remains light for city U-turns yet offers enough highway feedback to instill confidence at speed. If your adventures call for gravel or soft dirt, the active trim's off-road mode, paddle-shifting CVT, and all-terrain tires invite you to explore beyond pavement. Behind the hands-free AutoSense liftgate lie nearly 30 cubic feet of space, expanding to 63.5 cubic feet with the rear seats folded flat, easily swallowing bikes, strollers, or weekend luggage. In every curve and every feature, the 2026 Equinox feels like the compact crossover that's learned new tricks without forgetting why families and daily commuters have relied on it for nearly 2 decades. Number 5. Honda CR-V Hybrid Trail Sport. The 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid Trail Sport roars onto the scene with a more aggressive face, its revised grille framed by sharply creased LED headlights that give the compact SUV a purposeful stare whether you're rolling into a city parking deck or a forest trailhead. Under the hood, Honda's proven two-motor hybrid system returns unchanged, marrying a 2.0-liter Atkinson cycle engine to electric motors and a 1.06 kilowatt-hours lithium-ion battery to deliver a smooth 204 horsepower and 247 lb-ft of torque, all while sipping fuel at an impressive rate of up to 43 miles per gallon in the city. Slide into Trail Sport mode and those electric motors spool instantly, filling the torque gap before the gas engine kicks in, giving you an EV-like surge off the line that feels both seamless and surprisingly spirited. Out back, the shark gray 18-inch alloy wheels wrapped in Continental Cross-Contact ATR all-terrain tires hint at the Trail Sport's adventurous leanings, while silver skid plates and blacked-out accents protect the underbody and emphasize the SUV's ready-for-anything attitude. Orange Trail Sport badges on the grille and tailgate inject a flash of color that ties into the interior's high-contrast orange ambient lighting and matching stitching. Inside, the cabin feels both familiar and fresh thanks to Honda's largest infotainment upgrade yet. A 9-inch touchscreen now runs wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Google built-in, giving you instant access to Assistant, Maps, and the Play Store without ever plugging in. Higher trims, including Trail Sport, gain a fully digital 10.3-inch instrument cluster that swaps old analog needles for crisp graphics showing hybrid system flow, drive modes, and real-time economy figures. When the pavement ends, real-time AWD springs to life, sending power where it's needed to conquer gravel, mud, or snow without drama. The suspension soaks up bumps while body roll stays in check, making switchback descents feel stable and composed. Every facet of the 2026 CR-V Hybrid Trail Sport, from its fuel-saving hybrid heart to its off-road-ready styling and tech-packed cabin, comes together to broaden the CR-V's appeal, proving that versatility and adventure can share the same badge. Number 6. Toyota Grand Highlander. Under the hood of the 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid Max Platinum lies a turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine paired with dual electric motors, one up front and one in an e-axle at the rear, combining for 362 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque, a surge that rockets this nearly 4,900-pound three-row SUV from 0 to 60 in closer to 5.5 seconds than the claimed 5.9. Despite its heft, the Hybrid Max's instantaneous electric torque blends seamlessly with turbo boost, so every merge onto the highway feels smooth yet exhilarating. During our 400-mile road loop, the Grand Highlander returned right around Toyota's 26 miles per gallon city estimate and nudged into the high 20s on the interstate, translating to roughly 340 miles of real-world range on a 12-gallon fill. Stretching 6.5 inches longer than the standard Highlander, this platinum trim greets you with full LED headlights, a chrome-accented grille, and 20-inch wheels wrapped in all-season rubber, while a boxier silhouette ensures third-row passengers enjoy genuine legroom instead of a cramped hatchback squeeze. Climb inside and portobello leather and ultrasuede seats support you through spirited cornering, with heating, ventilation, and dual-profile memory settings adding luxury to long drives. Even with all 8 seats occupied, you'll find nearly 21 cubic feet of cargo space behind the third row, expanding to a cavernous 97 cubic feet when everything folds flat. Tech lives on twin 12.3-inch screens, one digital gauge cluster, and one center touchscreen that handle wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and over-the-air updates, though we'd love more physical climate and volume shortcuts to cut through menus. A JBL 11 speaker system fills the cabin with balanced audio, and a panoramic sunroof bathes the interior in natural light. On the road, TNGK architecture and 8 inches of ground clearance deliver a composed, plush ride, and though steering feels light, ideal for daily driving. You can dial into sport mode for sharper throttle response and gearbox shifts. Few family SUVs combine this much power, space, and hybrid efficiency under one roof, which makes the 2026 Grand Highlander Hybrid Max Platinum a potent contender for anyone who needs real third-row comfort without sacrificing performance. Number 7. Toyota RAV4. The 2026 Toyota RAV4 steps into the spotlight with a bolder, boxier silhouette that immediately sets it apart, as its upright LED headlights flank a larger trapezoidal grille that gives the front fascia a commanding presence whether you're merging onto the freeway or lining up at a weekend car meet. Glide around to the side and you'll notice the tighter wheel arches and minimalist cladding hug the wheels more closely than before, hinting at improved cargo space behind the rear seats and a squarer profile that feels both modern and purposeful. Under that sculpted hood, Toyota appears ready to leave gas-only powertrains behind, leaning entirely on a refined hybrid system built around the familiar 2.5-liter four-cylinder and dual electric motors. Expect tweaks to boost efficiency and sharpen throttle response, transforming every tip-in into a smooth, eager surge as you accelerate through city streets or power up country lanes. For those craving more punch, rumors swirl of a plug-in hybrid variant packing around 302 horsepower and offering nearly 40 miles of electric-only range, enough to handle your daily commute without burning a drop of gas. Slip inside and the cabin instantly feels more upscale, with high-quality materials softening the dash and door tops, while physical knobs and buttons remain within easy reach so you can adjust climate or audio without diving into submenus. A large, intuitive touchscreen flows naturally into a fully digital instrument cluster, providing clear sight lines to navigation prompts, hybrid system readouts, and safety alerts. On the road, the 2026 RAV4's hybrid-only lineup will likely deliver crisp acceleration off the line and seamless transitions between electric and gasoline power, while Toyota's latest chassis tuning promises confident handling and a composed ride over rough pavement. Industry insiders expect a reveal in late 2025, with pricing starting in the low $30,000 range for the base model and climbing modestly for hybrid and plug-in variants. Number 8. Mazda CX50. The 2026 Mazda CX50 greets you with a purposeful stance as its 5-point grille now sits proudly between slimmer LED headlights that carve through morning mist on forest roads or city streets with equal confidence. Under that sculpted hood, Mazda's first-ever hybrid powertrain teams a proven 2.5-liter four-cylinder with 3 electric motors to deliver a combined 219 horsepower, and the instant torque from the electric assist pins you in your seat the moment you lift off. Mated to an ECVT, this crossover glides through parking lots in near silence yet springs to life the instant you dial into power mode, shaving the 0 to 60 sprint down to a brisk 7.1 seconds when you employ the throttle preload launch technique. Slide behind the wheel and the CX50's signature zoom spirit remains intact, with quick, direct steering that makes winding back roads feel like its personal playground while the suspension soaks up bumps without jostling passengers. Mazda's engineers tuck the hybrid battery low behind the rear seats, giving the chassis a balanced feel despite the extra weight. Efficiency gains are real. I averaged 35 miles per gallon on mixed driving, which translates to roughly 500 miles of range thanks to the 14.2-gallon fuel tank. And the crossover slips into EV-only mode at low speeds, humming quietly past neighborhood streets without burning a drop of gas. Out back, the hybrid CX50 reveals its adventure DNA with rugged cladding around the beefed-up wheel arches and 19-inch wheels wrapped in all-season rubber, while the functional air intakes in the front fascia cool the hybrid system under heavy load. Inside, terracotta Napa leather seats embrace you with heated and ventilated comfort on both sides, and the 10-way power adjustments include dual-profile memory for 2 drivers. A new 12.3-inch digital driver display and matching 12.1-inch touchscreen running Android Automotive OS deliver crisp graphics, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and intuitive climate controls via hard buttons that spare you from menu diving. With its blend of spirited performance, genuine hybrid thrift, and the CX50's trademark styling flair, Mazda's first hybrid crossover feels like a win for drivers who refuse to compromise on driving enjoyment or fuel economy. Number 9. Audi Q5. The 2026 Audi Q5 greets you with a bolder stance, its wider single-frame grille stretching between ultra-slim matrix LED headlights that glow with precision whether you're carving city streets or winding country lanes. Behind that sculpted hood sits a choice of mild hybrid turbocharged engines, the base 2.0-liter four-cylinder in either 204 or 261 horsepower tune, each paired with Audi's S-tronic gearbox and full-time quattro all-wheel drive, where an 18-kilowatt belt starter motor fills torque dips and lets the Q5 coast silently with the engine off. Push the throttle in dynamic mode and the V6-powered SQ5 roars to life, its 367 horsepower turbo V6 catapulting you to 62 miles per hour in just 4.5 seconds while active exhaust valves and a thrilling rumble. Slide inside and you're enveloped by Audi's digital stage, where a crystal-clear 10.1-inch or optional 12.3-inch touchscreen flows seamlessly into an equally crisp instrument display. Haptic feedback knobs and shortcut buttons sit just below, letting you adjust climate or volume without menu diving, while the available passenger touch display lets your co-pilot tweak navigation or playlists without distracting you. Soft touch surfaces, optional massage seats, and the gentle glow of ambient lighting turn every journey into a refined experience, and the panoramic glass roof floods the cabin with light on long drives. On the road, the available air suspension smooths out potholes and firm-ups in sport mode for razor-sharp turn-in, while Quattro's default 60/40 torque split reacts instantly to grip loss, sending power where you need it most. Optional sport differential brakes inside wheels to tighten cornering even further, making S-bends feel more like a precision run than a lumbering SUV chore. Behind the 40/20/40 folding rear seats lies a generous 550 liters of space, growing to over 1,550 liters when folded flat, with clever nets, hooks, and underfloor cubbies to corral everything from groceries to golf clubs. With pricing starting just under £45,000 for the sport trim, rising to around £75,000 for the SQ5, Audi's third-generation Q5 delivers a compelling blend of style, technology, and performance that raises the bar yet again in the compact luxury SUV segment. Number 10. Nissan Rogue. The 2026 Nissan Rogue pulls into view with a subtly refreshed face, its sharper V-motion grille flanked by sculpted LED headlights that slice through dawn mist on suburban streets or winding mountain roads. Under the hood, the familiar 1.5-liter VC turbo three-cylinder returns, delivering a lively 201 horsepower and 225 pound-feet of torque that makes merging onto the highway feel smooth and confident. Rumors of hybrid and plug-in hybrid variants hint at an electrified future for the Rogue, promising mid-30s MPG combined and electric-only city driving once those powertrains arrive in spring 2026. Stepping inside, the cabin feels both familiar and fresher thanks to subtle upgrades, as dual 12.3-inch screens remain front and center but run streamlined software that wakes instantly and flows seamlessly between navigation, media, and vehicle settings. The long-awaited ventilated front seats cradle you on hot days, while the power folding mirrors tuck in at a tap, sparing you from wing mirror dings in tight parking lots. Behind the wheel, Nissan's ProPilot Assist grows smarter, offering extended hands-free highway driving and sharper object detection that eases stress in heavy traffic. In the rear, the Rogue's cargo area continues to impress. Roughly 36.5 cubic feet behind the second row expands to a generous 74.1 cubic feet with the seats folded flat, and new divide-in height storage solutions tuck valuables out of sight in clever underfloor compartments. On the road, the Rogue's chassis feels composed, soaking up rough pavement while body roll remains well controlled through twisty backroads. All-wheel drive remains an option for extra peace of mind in rain or snow, where the VC Turbo's torque curves and ProPilot stability controls keep you planted and confident. Nissan is expected to unveil this 2026 Rogue in summer 2025, with delivery starting in late fall and widespread showroom availability by January 2026. Pricing should begin near $31,000 for the SV, climb to the mid-$30,000s for the SL, and top out around $50,000 for a fully loaded Platinum or hybrid variant, ensuring the Rogue remains a competitive, tech-packed choice in the compact SUV segment.